What's up, everybody? Shauna D Man here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves a nice little week. We are back to talk about some Harry Potter stuff. Now, it has been a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months, since I last spoke about anything Harry Potter related. I think the last one time I talked about it was like during a live I had a couple of months ago, but I haven't really talked about it since then. But I just wanted to give my thoughts about this Harry Potter series that's in development for HBO Max, the casting, things like that. So we'll hopefully not a long video, but I always say that and then it turns into a bit lengthy video. But I do have some thoughts about it. But first and foremost, so I'm trying to think of how the other day, last week I think it was, you know, Hogwarts Legacy 2 has been talked about for a couple of months now, since because the first one sold really, really well. It sold I think it was like 34 million copies is what it sold. And so obviously Hogwarts Legacy 2 is definitely should be at the forefront of being made. But came across this the other day. So I'm going to start off with this and then we'll go into just the Harry Potter series itself. So this account here said if Hogwarts Legacy 2 wants to avoid the same boycotts its predecessor faced, the sequel cannot take the same approach that the original did. Now keep in mind, people tried to they were community noted, and we'll look at that in a second. they there were so many people trying to boycott this game, mainly because they don't like J.K. Rowling. Honestly, I don't care who you like; it's not my business. Um, but this person was community. So this person was community. Important distinction on the first game's boycott, as it was a niche boycott attempt. The headline of this article could leave people thinking it was an effective boycott. The total sale for Hogwarts Legacy as of March 2025 is estimated to be 35 million copies. So if it was a boycott, it was a very bad boycott. And people who did not like J.K. Rowling, the way they were just attacking people who were interested in buying the game and stuff like that, it backfired on them. So many people I bought the game. I was gonna buy the game regardless because I was very interested in the game. Um, Trying to see if I can find. So let's see. At two Frog. Let's see. Frog and Shane. See, very dark here. Hogwarts Legacy now sold over 34 million copies. The boycotts were from the game industry, not the fans. And so, yeah, like mostly everybody just kind of like the boycott really didn't do anything. If anything, it caused people to to buy the game just to make these crybabies like cry and everything about it because they don't like J.K. Rowling because of the stuff she says and that whole thing. So, um, but anyway, so that wasn't really the whole purpose of the video. That was just something I wanted to head on because it was just so stupid. But we did get some looks at the HBO Max Harry Potter series, or like some images. If you want more up to date stuff on this, I would say go follow Blabbering Collector, Blabs from Side Scrollers. I would say go and follow her because she's better at it, and she's a big Harry Potter fan, so she does really good work at keeping up to date with information, rumors, and that kind of stuff. We may check out one of her videos. Uh, Let me see if she has the latest one on the show. I think she did. I actually think she dropped something the other day. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Yeah, she has some. She does have some videos. Well, she has maybe like at least one that looks interesting. We'll probably check that out. But anyway, um, so let's see. All right, so my thoughts on the show is so they're trying to spread this out, I believe, over 10 years. I think they've already done season one. They've already done season one. I think they may have already. They're halfway through season two. I could be wrong about that. I remember reading it somewhere. But I think the people who are cast in their specific roles look fine. Like you got Albus Dumbledore here and Nicholas Flamel. I think they're probably adding scenes that weren't in. I think they may be adding extra stuff that weren't in it. But one of the things was obviously Black Snape is really stupid. I don't know why they're doing it. I don't know why you went that route. It is such a it's ridiculous. It is literally ridiculous on why you went that route. Unless you were actively sabotaging your own product, because this was an opportunity for you to make money with this series, add things into it that they couldn't do in the movies and stuff like that because time restraints. You have a little more flexibility when it comes to shows like that. Because I think this is like only 8 or 9 or 10 episodes for the first season or so. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let's see here. So there's gonna be all right. So season one is gonna have 8 episodes. So and you would expect these to be like a little bit over an hour long each. I like a show like this. It's probably gonna be a very expensive show too. But I think they're reusing some of the stuff that they had left over from the Harry Potter films, so that could cut some of the cost a little bit on some of the things you need to do, like wardrobes and stuff like that. If you still have those, they're still relatively good. You can probably save you a little bit of money and not really have to make new stuff. I mean, there's probably a few things that you have to make since you're going to be pulling more material out of the books. But but yeah, Albus Dumbledore looks great here. Lambert Wilson and uh, Nicholas Flamel. That's good. Oh, here's the body doubles for. I think the guy, I forgot his name, but the guy that is playing Dumbledore. I think he looks great. I actually think he looks great. Now, my thing is this about Dumbledore is you're gonna run into the same problem because I think they're trying to stretch this out over a 10-year period. My problem is he like God willing, is he gonna be around for 10 years? Because you had the same issue with the movies. You had the original actor who played Dumbledore for the Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and then he sadly passed away. And then you brought in a whole new Dumbledore, which was fine. I actually like that Dumbledore as well. Is this, there's not a guarantee in this day and age that he makes it through 10 plus years of this series, but hopefully he does. Hopefully he does. I guess it would depend on like how quickly they're going through these, like how quickly they're producing the seasons. So because you also got to take into account the kids aging up, so you got to kind of like plan that out ahead as well. First look at Petunia Dursley. Looks fine. Here we go. More shots of John Lithgow. That's what it was. See, I think he looks good. I think he looks like a really good Dumbledore. I really like it. Um, let's see. What else was it? And most of it's just like shots. Hogwarts Express. Let's see if there's. I don't think. I don't think there's really. So this was something I saw. Witches and wizards celebrating the fall of he who must not be named, and giving Verlin Dudley quote quite the morning commute. That could be interesting. Like this could you could add like stuff like this to where I don't know if it's in the books. I never read the books, so I wouldn't know. But like the early beginning, like what was like at the beginning of like once the downfall of Voldemort had happened, what does it look like? What are the initial reactions of the wizarding world? Like, I'd be very curious to see that. So if they're doing that here, that's an interesting little detail that they're going to be adding into the series. I would be very interested in that. Uh, oh, I forgot about Dumbledore, like the whole Voldemort thing. Like I believe they've already cast Voldemort, but they're not in. Let me see. No, this is September 23. Rumors suggest that because Holt could be playing Lord Voldemort, the role is already cast, but the identity is being kept a surprise. So what are people thinking? I mean, Nicholas Holt is fine. Like I thought he made a pretty good Lex Luthor in Superman. Did anybody comment? Oh, nobody commented. That's why. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how legit this account is as well. So, um, what else we got? We're looking for Vernon Dudley. Okay, that's that. Um, but like the only miscast that you could probably say is Snape, because like I believe in the books it gives like descriptions of what he looks like, and for some reason everybody assumed he was black. I'm not sure why. Weird, weird jump there, but it's a miscast because like again, now although it's separate from the movies, it just doesn't make sense. And then like there's other underlying elements about it, because are they going to try to play like or add racial tensions into it? Because like Snape was bullied by uh James Potter, um and probably other members of the Marauders. Are they gonna make some kind of racial tension thing into that? And I don't know. I really don't know. That's the thing I don't really know about this. Anyway, so let's check out before we wrap up. Like I said, this was just like a quick little video just to give my thoughts on this series. So let's wrap up real quick with a quick little um video.
Hello, everybody. It is October.
Let's see here. All right, let's see.
Hello, everybody. It is October 13th, 2025, and we have some more HBO show news, and that includes set leaks, casting announcements, and more. But the very first thing I actually want to show you guys is a funny meme that I saw.
Oh yeah, that was another thing too. With Cynthia Eriva, and people were like, "Oh, she's playing Voldemort," because she has looked so like after the first Wicked, she was like looking like Skeletor for some reason. She kind of looked, and she had like these long nails and stuff like that. So I wasn't sure what that was about. It was very, very weird. But anyway,
It's true, that if this happens, that's what we're gonna get. Anyway, funny meme. Let's move on. So the first thing that we want to talk about is actually that Leslie, I don't even know. Leslie, I'm assuming, is now confirmed as Godric Hollow. There's actually tons of posts that we're going to go through confirming this. So here is Godric's Hollow for the HBO Harry Potter show. Now, we did speculate this before, but it has been since confirmed.
like I said, I would definitely like give her a follow. Like I'll leave this video down in the description. Definitely give her a follow if you're like want to stay up to date on all things Harry Potter.
And then there's going to be also these two. Here's more spoilers of Godric's Hollow real fast. Again, not a whole lot to go about, but I figured I'd show you guys anyway. It's very beautiful, very, very beautiful picturesque countryside, very charming. I'm for it. Go for it. There's also this.
Oh, she's on
I'm gonna
Reddit, I
keep this all
think.
on mute just in case we get hit with anything. You never know with YouTube. So this is another little set. Very pretty. Oh, it's gone. Now there's actually this moving on to Nicholas Flamel. There is this entire little clip that is like 2 minutes long. Honestly, we're just gonna play it out. And maybe we'll even do playbacks. Let's do that. Unfortunately,
This
there's
was
no
like
playback
one of the pictures we saw on
at
Twitter.
speed of 2x or whatever. But this is all on mute because I'm pretty sure there's music and stuff. But this is just some behind the scenes of Nicholas Flamel, his wife, and Dumbledore. So honestly, this really, really does look like Dumbledore meeting the Flamels and asking them to give him the stone so he can keep it at Hogwarts. Well, Gringotts, then Hogwarts. But yeah, I'm assuming this is some conversation they're going to be having.
Like I said, this series is supposed to, like, season 1 is supposed to have 8 episodes. Like, I feel like they're still gonna miss stuff. You know, again, I haven't read the books and everything, but I feel like even though it's 8 episodes, and obviously it's gonna be like at least an hour in length, I think people there, I think there's gonna be stuff people still be upset about, like, oh, they missed this, they missed that. Now J.K. Rowling does have a hand in the series, I believe, so she could, intervene and say, hey, this is a very important thing in the book, make sure we need to add that in. That could happen, but I bet there's gonna be stuff that's gonna be missing from season 1 that people are gonna be like kind of maybe upset about.
Here they all sitting down. They're all having a little meeting together. They're filming something, which is weird because like we're gonna be that meme of Leonardo DiCaprio in 2 years from now. We're gonna be like, look at that, look at that. Like we knew this scene, we saw it being filmed. So here it is right now. They're all filming. Yada yada yada. We're gonna keep going, keep going. Again, they're having a conversation. Let me just unmute this. Let's see. Nope, it's just some weird ass music. Anyway, okay, we're gonna keep going. Yeah, they're still filming. Then apparently they're giving a hug. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty surprised at how well some of these castings have been for the Flamels. Like, I really don't.
I think overall the casting, other than Black Snape, I think the casting overall with a lot of these characters have looked relatively good. You got the Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I think they look. I mean, Hermione, sure, but I think that's also fine. I think that'd be fine. Other than that, I think that there's really nobody that I have they casted. I'm sure they have, but like I don't think I've seen anything about Draco Malfoy, Lucius Malfoy, or anything like that. So
understand what they're doing. We have Snape, who's an abomination for casting, but then we have all this other stuff, and it's like, what are you guys doing? And who decides all this, All right, and then moving on along, this is the exact same thing. We can ignore that. Here's another one, too. This is more. I'm gonna mute that. We're gonna get hit for that shout out. And this is them walking on the beach. I don't know why they're walking in the water. Like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to get all wet? Look at your cloaks and robes. They're gonna get all wet. Anyway, they're walking, talkie. This is another scene of them talking. It might be the exact same scene, maybe. Where they're sitting down chatting. So this is it. Again, more close-ups of the Flamels and Dumbledore. I gotta be honest, I feel like he's missing something on his head. Like he's missing a hat or something. I don't know. It just... Something seems off. All right, we walkie. Talkie.
Yeah, I mean, you could say he's missing a hat.
Standing. That's basically it. All right, and let's see. Here's another image. We saw that one already. This is the exact same thing again, so we can close that. And then this image made me laugh so hard, guys. It made me laugh so hard.
What in the world?
It's like Dumbledore had a really hard day at the office. His little booties. He looks unhappy. He looks very unsad.
Dumbledore's just vibing.
See that too. Now here's where we have some casting news. All right, Jake Curran has been cast as Ronan the Centaur in the Harry Potter TV series. And I like how they say Ronan the Accuser, you say, but no, Ronan the Centaur. Now he's actually going to be appearing in many of the series because he's not just in season 1; he's in many of them. So that's really cool.
Okay.
Here's Ronan as well. And then we also have this woman, Leah Quinn, who's been cast in the Harry Potter HBO series, but we don't know what she's playing. And here's the thing, I can't find her age like anywhere. I have no idea how old this woman is. Because she could be like 20 years old, but she could also be 40 years old. And so from her thing, she's been working since 2007. But again, I have absolutely no idea how old she is. Right? Okay, based off like her hair and like
What's her name? Leah Quinn. Let me see. Hmm. Uh, that's interesting. Let's see. Let's try this. Black Grok. Let's see what we get. Daggum. Wow. Okay. So she actually has a, can't even find that information. She has like a private personal life. So she's estimated to be between 35 and 37 years old. Okay. That's interesting.
the leaks that we've seen of Lily and James Potter, maybe she's Lily Potter, but at the same time, she might be too old. And I even found her Instagram again, trying to figure out how old this woman is. Let me know what you guys think she's been cast as. Perhaps she's like Hermione's mom, or she's like a professor, like an extra professor, or whatever it is. Maybe she's Madame Pince for all we know. I don't know. Was Madame Pince even cast? I can't remember. There's a giant list somewhere. Let me see. Let's do a search. No,
Oh man, that's a
not.
lot.
Okay, Madame Pince has not been cast anywhere. We have no idea.
Look at all
There
those
you
people.
have it. That we have these guys as the last ones to be confirmed in the HBO shows. Or at least confirmed, but rumored. Obviously, these two are true because we see footage of them being cast,
Yep.
and obviously that. So there you have it. Let me know who you think she's gonna play, guys. Let me know because I'm struggling to figure out who she is. I have no idea. And again, remember, this is only going to be season 1 and possibly season 2, but it's probably just going to be season 1. So picture the characters in book 1, and that's it.
I
Again,
wouldn't know because
saying
like I
Hermione's
said,
mom,
never read the
even though
book,
she's
so I
not
wouldn't
in
know
book
who.
1, is because there's been rumors saying that her name is Sarah and that her mom's going to be in season 1 quite a bit, which I find really weird, but whatever. Expanding the lore, la la la. All right, guys, that is it for all the news of today.
Okay.
Let me know.
All right, I'll have that video or her channel down in the description for you guys to go. And actually, let me go ahead and that video. Let's see. Let me see. Let's see. Rocket. Let me add this little note. Rocket estimate she is. Not much of a. All right, but anyway, but that's relatively it. We still got a while. I don't even know when this is set to release. If I'm thinking maybe 2027 is probably when it comes out. I think we'll get our first trailer or look of it next year, and then I think it'll come out probably 2027 at some point. So, but overall, like I am gonna watch it. I am gonna review it and stuff like that. Everything that I've seen so far has looked good. We don't know who Voldemort is, and other than Black Snape, it's they've done a really good job with the casting for a lot of these characters. But we'll have to just see how it plays out with the show itself when we get to that point, because the people who hate J.K. Rowling are gonna be out and about trying to cause trouble, yada yada yada, and all this stuff. So. we'll see. We'll see. But guys, that's relatively it. Just wanted to do a quick little video talking about my thoughts on the Harry Potter series. Leave in the comment section. Do you think it'd be good? Are you excited for it? Let me know what you guys think. But guys, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next video. You guys have a good one.